Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Better late than never. Sorry I didn't do it last night, guys, but I totally fell asleep for like 4 hours, and when I woke up it was way too late to make a video. So I promised you guys I would do a how-to on how to start from right from the off with a counted cross stitch. Okay, so this is the picture that I've chosen. Obviously not going to be stitching on it very much. I did actually pick another one, but when I brought it down, I opened it up to print the page that I wanted to copy, and it was actually a printed canvas. So I was like, right, okay. I thought all the ones in there were counted, which is why I didn't bother checking. So, right from the off, what I did was found the center on the pattern. Now, when you look at your pattern with a counted, you will see there is a red line running down here, okay, and then you will also see here one running across the bottom, okay. So you've got one going horizontally and one vertically. Right, now where those two lines meet is the center of your pattern. So for this one, they meet right there, because you can just about make out the line coming down. You've got the line coming across, so they meet literally right there. So that is the center of the pattern, okay. Right, so I have printed it off so that I can colour it in as I go along. So yeah, there is the centre there. That's the centre bit, right on the edge of what looks like a window. Yeah, so right there. Okay, so yeah, I printed that page off. I just copied it in my printer because it's got like a scanner in it, so I literally just put it in, copied it, and away we go. Now, I'm not breaking any copyright rules with this because I literally just use it for personal use, so I don't mess up the actual pattern. I want to be able to mark it off where I've done, but I don't want to mess up the actual pattern. So I photocopy it, and then I can use that to mark off where I've done and where I'm up to. And then obviously once the whole cross stitch is completed, I throw those pieces away because I don't need them anymore. They were literally just so that I could, mark off. So, right. It comes like this. These are your colours here. Did I get any needles with this? Hang on a minute, let me check. I don't think I did, Oh, wowzers, no way. A Joy Sunday that you didn't get any needles with. That's a bit crazy, unless I did get them, because I've undone these thread cards from each other, so maybe we did. But I've just, never mind, I've got some 14 count needles there anyway. So, this is your blank Ada, okay? It's blank on both sides, there's nothing on it whatsoever. The edges have been serged, which is good. Okay, so what we want to do is work out from the sizing here. It is 44 centimetres by 35 centimetres. Okay, now from the picture, you work out which is the biggest way. Is it this way or is it this way? Okay. Now, you can do that on your paper pattern because you have your grid at the top here. So this one goes all the way up to just over 110 stitches. It goes up to 112 stitches there. So if we turn it over, this is the rest of that bit, and it goes all the way up to, well, over 190 stitches. Okay, and then if we do this one here, this is the size going horizontally. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. I'm telling lies. Yes, that's the size going horizontally. So acrossways, that's how far along it goes. Okay. Now, up and down ways, it goes to just over. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to bend it too much. It goes to just over. Hello, thank you. Just over 150. So we know that acrossways, horizontally is the biggest size, so that will be the 44. So when we're looking at our canvas, you can make out from here, you know, which is the longest part and which is the shortest part. So to find your starting middle point on your canvas, okay, let me just switch these lights on. That might be a bit better. To find your starting centre point, you take your Aida and you fold it in half. Okay, so line that up and then just sort of lightly squish like that. Okay, and then leave it folded and then fold it the other way. So you fold it in half again the other way. Okay, so then you just give that a bit of a squish like so, and then this bit here where the two folds join, pinch it hard. Okay, pinch it. Right, so when you reopen your canvas, this part, where is it? There. Oh, hang on, let me put my other light on, because it's not, for some reason it's not very bright today, and it's not dark in here. I don't know what's going on. So let me just put this light on. Right, now I can't see a bloody thing. God. Right, so where we have folded, which is here, because we folded like that and then we folded like that. Okay, so this is your center, so yeah, give that center a squeeze. Okay, and then you can reopen, and this here is your center. Okay, now what I usually do, a lot of people are going to be screaming at the video at me in a moment when I find what I'm looking for. Oh my goodness. Do you know what? Today is just not my day. It really is not my day. 1 second. There it is. I found it. Okay, so we've folded it. We've given it a squish. We reopen. Okay, and then you find your center point. Okay, which for me is just in here. So what I am going to do to mark it, I'm just going to colour in that little square. I don't know if you can see. Just there. That square there I have deemed is the middle. So I have coloured that little square in, just in a little bit of pencil, that's all. It's not going to damage it. You're going to stitch over it, so you're not going to see it anyway. Plus, once you give this a wash afterwards, because I always wash my counteds. it'll go. So don't worry about that at all. Okay. Yep, just double checking that actually I could probably go. Wait a second, I can go one block up. There. Right, so we found our centre. We have marked our centre. So now we need to go to our pattern and have a look at the symbol that is the centre. Okay, so, I mean, you could take it any of the ways there, any of the 4 symbols that are there you could use. So you could use the hashtag, you could use the star in the corner, you could use the R, or you could use the G. Completely up to you. It's not going to make a whole lot of difference, just one little stitch, okay? So you choose whichever one you want to start with, because obviously the centre is in between all 4 of those stitches. So it's completely up to you which one you go with. Now I'm going to go with the G, I think, because if I start with the hashtag, I'm then going to have to travel to get to where there's more of them. And if I start with the one with the, like, the pink square with like the dot in or the star in or whatever it is, there's only 2. Or I'm going to have to travel again to get to the next ones. So I don't want to use either of those symbols, okay? I am going to choose the G because there is a few of that symbol here, okay? So let me just get my 14 count needles so that we can get started. Here we go. Right, here we are, folks. Right, let me get one of these out from my handy dandy little case. Okay, so now we need to refer back to the pattern, okay, for your key. Now the G is an uppercase G, so it is here. It is number 17. There's the G symbol, and it is DMC code 642. Okay, so it's number 17 on our thread card. So now we go to our thread card where that will be at. Okay, so I have found number 17. Now I'm going to turn it over, and you have these little bumps across the back where they've been sort of tied on. Okay, now for years and years and years I was taking the entirety off the thread card, pulling out one, putting it back, and then pulling out however many strands I needed and putting the rest back. And you don't need to do that, I have learnt. You can literally, hang on, which was 17, that one. You can literally just take a hold of one of these, and that is, this here is a length of 6 strands, okay? You literally just gently pull it out, okay? And there you go. You didn't have to remove anything from the thread card. Everything is still there. So, right, it is a 14 count, this one, guys. So we need 2 strands. Right, so here is your thread. Here is 1 strand of your thread. Okay, now just gently pulling. I'm just going to pull this through like this. You can't see what I'm doing. I am literally just going to pull this through like so. So that's 1 strand, okay? So then we go back to the top here, we find another strand, which is there, and we just take a hold of it again, just lightly pinching the rest between your thumb and your finger, and just pull slowly and gently. Just pull, and your thread will start to come out, your strand. Okay, so then now you are left with a length of thread that has 4 strands in it, because it started off with 6. We've taken 2 out, so now it has 4 left. Okay, let's take a look here. So here we have one, can you see that? 1 thread, okay, and then I will go here, and there is the second thread. So there are 2 threads there together now, 2 strands together. Okay, so now I am literally just going to pull them together slowly, gently, holding it at the top here pretty tight so that nothing can move, and then we just move along the ends so that it's all even and equal. Okay, so then we take our needle. Now you need to use a needle that is made for the count that you're using. If you search on Google, you know, you type in the count of the Aida that you're using, or whatever fabric material it is you're using. If you type that into Google, it will tell you what size needle is recommended for that count. Okay, needle threader. Okay, so put your needle threader. The small end goes through the eye, okay, and then you hook over your thread, pull it through, and that is your needle threaded. Okay, and then now some people do tie knots, some people don't tie knots. Some people think it's like, I don't know, completely against the rules of cross stitch to tie knots. I do tie knots. I don't know how to do the loop method, so there's loads of videos on YouTube of how to do the loop method to start off in accounted. I don't use it. I don't know how to do it. I just stick to the way that I know. Okay, so I am just going to take the thread, wrap it around my finger, push the end through the loop, and there we have. And I just do it 2 or 3 times just to make a knot big enough that isn't going to pull straight through the Aida. Okay, so there we go. We are knotted and we are ready to start. So we can refer back to our pattern. Now usually I will have a pattern on a clipboard or a clip stand or something, so that I can literally just look at it and I don't have to keep looking up and down. But obviously for demonstration purposes, I'll just have it to the side of me. Put it, there we go. Right, so we already know where our centre is because we marked it, so we know that's the centre. So, and I am using the G symbol, so going by that, I need to, and all I'm going to do is just roll up the excess fabric like this, just so that it's easy to hold in my hand. Okay, so I'm going to go to where, sorry, I'm just making sure I'm in frame, there we go. I'm going to go to where the centre is, sorry, go to where the centre is. So I'm going to come up through there, okay, come down through the diagonally opposite corner, and then I'm going to come up the bottom one and go back down the diagonally opposite one. So there is your first stitch entered into a counted cross stitch. Okay, now reading our pattern, if we were to go down, if we were to work downwards, we need 1, 2, 3, we need 4 stitches in a row downwards. Okay, so just do the same again. If I can find the hole, it's great. There. So you come up, this is just the way that I do it, come up this way at the bottom, you go diagonally down, you come up from the bottom and diagonally down the opposite side. So there we have 2 stitches, and we need a total of 4. Okay, so I shall put these 4 stitches in. I don't work the sewing method on counted. I don't know why, but I don't work the sewing method on counted cross stitch. So that's 3, and this one makes 4. If it didn't knot up at the back. Sorry guys, 1 second. There we go. So yeah, there we go. We have 4 in a row going downwards. Okay, and that corresponds with 4 on the pattern here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that is a different symbol, so then we have to skip 1 before we can do another stitch. So this would be where you start your next stitch. Okay, but that is a different symbol, so we need to skip it. So you skip 1, work your way down, and this is where your next stitch will go in this colour with this symbol. Okay, so you add in your stitch like so. Sorry, itchy face guys. There we go. So there it corresponds now with the pattern. You have 4 of the G symbol, and then you skip 1 because that is a different symbol, and then you have another one of the G symbol. Okay, so that is that. Right, now I want to show you, hang on, let me get something down. This one will do. Here we go. Right, so this is where we just worked. Okay, where the lines meet is our middle. Yes, so we have just worked here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take my pencil and I'm just going to colour them in. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches completed. Okay, and then I'm going to skip that one because that's different, and colour in that one there. So that then marks where we have, or which bits we have stitched. Okay, and then obviously if there's a problem, because it is in pencil, it will erase. Okay, so just let me add that back in, otherwise I'll be thinking that I've not done it when I actually come to stitch this. So there we go. I hope that helps. So yeah, that is how I work off of the a photocopy of the pattern. And and I will do that for all pages, but I will work one complete page before I move on to the next one, because I don't want to start getting confused with different pages lying around and which is which and what's what and who's where, and there's no point in making life harder for yourself. So just you choose find where your middle is, choose that page, photocopy it and work away until you've completed that page. Then you can go either way. Then you can go up or across or down or wherever is available to you. That is the next page you can work. It's completely your choice. So guys, I hope that has helped in some way, shape or form. I don't think I'm the best teacher in the world. I don't want to come across as, like, what's the word, condescending, or, making it seem like people are thick and they don't know, sort of thing. But I am obviously aware that people don't know how to do this. So I am just trying my best to, I don't know where that other bit of thread went. Where did it go? Because I didn't add it back on there. Oh, what have I done with it? Oh, I'm sure I'll find it. It's probably there on the floor. That's where it is. It's on the floor. So I'm just going to add this back in to number 17, because that's where it came from. Keeps everybody together. There we go. Right. So yeah, like I say, I hope this has helped, guys. I'm certainly, no expert, and I don't think I'm a very good teacher. I tried to explain it to the best of my ability. If that wasn't good for people, then please do let me know, and I'll see if I can do better. I'll see if I can do better next time. I'll do better, I promise. So yeah, I'm just gonna put this back in here, because obviously we are not working on it. It was just purely for demonstration purposes. So you can go back in there, and then you can go on the table so that you don't get mixed up with anybody else, because you are counted. Okay, so that's your how to start a counted cross stitch. I really do hope that made any semblance of sense. I hope it, it has helped someone. Oh, there's a little button. I didn't realise that. Sorry folks, I'm just learning things here. Yeah, I hope that has helped at least someone. Let me know what you think, guys, and I will try and tweak my teaching strategies from now on. If this was no good, I'll try and record it again for you. Okay, so thank you very, very much for watching, guys. Really appreciate you. Stay tuned for my Stitch With Me. I will be recording that as soon as I finish this and this is uploading. I'll start recording that one. So you will see this before the Stitch With Me, if you watch in order. If not, be a rebel. Watch them in whatever order you like. Yeah, so if you like this video, folks, please do give it a like. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing to my weird and wonderful, strange teaching ways. And if you can think of anybody else that, likes to watch a comedic cross-stitcher who is extremely sarcastic, mainly about herself, then please do give me a share. So, until later on, folks, take care of yourselves and each other. Okay? Bye-bye.